At some point in every swimmer's career, at least once, but likely 1,000+ times, they're asked this question: did you win your swim meet? It's a completely fair, honest, and legitimate question because when you think about sports, typically you think about team sports. And in team sports, you have wins and losses. 1-0, 14-7, numbers. You look at the score, that team has more than that team. Golf gets a little weird because you want to score less points, but we'll get into all of that scoring and stuff later. The thing that this video is about, the topic of this video, though, is that at the biggest meet in the world, in swimming, we had an 8-day swim meet, one of the most incredible meets we've ever seen. And at the end of it all, no one could agree on who actually won the meet, and no one had any idea how they won the meet. That's a problem. Now, I believe that the team trophy is given out based on overall medal count, which would have gone to the United States. I'm pretty sure on that. If you guys know, or if someone from World Aquatics wants to jump into the comment section on this and let everyone know, then please do so. But that seems like one of the only logical reasons for Team USA standing up on top of the #1 platform and getting the team trophy. But based on the reaction from the swimming community when I put out the tweet announcing that World Aquatics had given Team USA the best overall team trophy, I noticed two things. Number one, no one has any idea how this meet is scored on the team side of things. And number two, no one can agree on who actually won the meet, regardless of what World Aquatics said. Seems like we're in a pretty good spot with team scoring, eh? Swimming has done something that I didn't think was possible for a sport. We've gone backwards in terms of how easy it is to understand the team aspect of the sport. We go from what I think is the most fun possible thing you can do in swimming, the way that you start your career typically, summer league, where everything is about the team. Everything's about the team no matter what. I remember when I was a summer league swimmer, it was so much about the team that they would shuffle around relays so much that I'd be on a relay when I was like 17 years old with like a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old, just because we wanted the points. In football, American football and soccer, it's pretty simple. Whoever scores more points or goals wins the game. If you win the game, your record gets better. If your record is good enough, you get to play in a tournament. If you get to play in that tournament and you succeed in that tournament, then potentially you win a really cool trophy. And if that's in the NFL or the Premier League, then your entire team now gets to drive McLarens. Fun. And swimming, and I kind of alluded to it a second ago with Summer League, I'm going to go through our entire kind of timeline, and I'm going to stick specifically to the US because the NCAA system is important in this. You start off in Summer League, where team is everything. Team matters, right? The relay with all the different ages. And then luckily, if you're good enough at Summer League and they, people see some promise in you, some people go straight into this, but if you're good enough, you might get to actually kind of sneak your way over into club. Where in club swimming, you get to be kind of treated like a thoroughbred racehorse or like a little science experiment where we try to figure out how you can have potentially the least fun possible. At least this was a while back. It's starting to get more fun. You can have not much fun. We're going to kind of like scientifically try to make you into this incredibly fast aquatic being, and you're just going to go to meets, and the only thing that matters is whether or not you went faster. So club is important. Club is fun because in middle school, you don't have middle school swim teams typically, but if you're good enough, and actually sometimes if you're not even really a club swimmer, you get to swim on a high school swim team, which I think second to NCAA swimming is about as fun as it gets from a competitive and actual outcome being something that you care about, like really care about. Summer League is fun. If you get second as a team, it's still fun. Everyone's eating ice pops after the meet. It's still fun. In high school, if you lose a dual meet, you feel something. You feel something as a team. And I use that word team because it actually does feel like you're on a team. It feels like you're actually playing a sport with a bunch of other people that are trying to chase the same collective goal as you are. Dual meets are important. Dual meets are scored in a fun way with people getting like 9 points for first and then 7, 6, 5, 4 or whatever. I don't know what the exact high school scoring is, but in college it is that way, and we'll get to that in a second. But you go all the way up through, regionals. I remember our team was really excited to try and win a regional title. Then we went to state and we got 5th at state. And those banners, you actually get banners here. They started to mean something more than a club team banner, because in high school, you know that your high school is likely sending the best team they've got. Everyone is showing up and they're giving you the best they got. We're competing for a team title. Whoever wins, that's the winner. That's the true winner. And then you ramp things up. If you're good enough in high school, you get to go to college to where things get really, really fun. And I think, honestly, they become as fun as they will be in the sport, in NCAA swimming. And the reason that NCAA swimming has such hype around it, even though in America, in the United States of America, in the North American region, in the States, America, We swim short course yards, a format of length that no one else understands really, and that's a different topic for another time. But still, the context and the excitement and the team aspect of things and that storyline that develops there, having that in play and seeing the passion from people on deck. I know a lot of people that have come over from, Europe or wherever, and they're like, this is like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. And it's that team environment, which is honestly, that's called playing a sport. That's called having fun in a sport. And now if you're good enough, and we've kind of stepped up over and over and over here, and you can definitely swim on the world stage before you're a collegiate athlete. But if you're good enough, you get to represent your country, right? You get to represent your country, and you get to go to the world championships. You get to go to Pan Pacs. You get to go to the Olympics or whatever, where no one has any idea who wins, and no one sticks around for the trophy ceremony. No one really even realized that it's happening. I mean, I don't even know that people were going to stick around all that much to see who the swimmer of the meet was, to see who the overall team title winner was. I mean, it's like we've abandoned the overall performance aspect and just latched on to the individual performance of, can we see a world record? But so the main differences here between international competition and NCAA competition, I'm going to compare these two, is in NCAAs, you have the team, right? But also getting 6th place matters. Getting 3rd place matters. If you come in 8th place from prelims and you're swimming up places and scoring more points, you see people celebrating from 5th, which if you're a gold medal only, gold medal or bust for the sport type of mentality, I will never agree with that opinion. I will never agree with you. So please do not try to debate me on that. I will never back down on the fact that if this is going to be a sustainable sport, having an individual win a gold medal being the only way that you score is just a lost cause. We might as well just jump ship, not wear flags on our caps, and just everyone swim for themselves. Let me just wear Kyle on the side of my cap, because if it's just gold medals and it's just me outside of relays, then what are we even doing? But at the NCAA level, not only does 6th place matter, not only does 2nd place matter, prelims matter. Prelims matter because, you're going to see people standing on the side of the pool, looking up at the scoreboard, waiting for the A and the B final to be announced. You have people standing on the side of the pool, looking up, and you have people cheering when they see a teammate getting into 16th, a teammate getting in 8th, because it means more points. And if you're in 8th place, that means you just put 1 up. So if you have 3 up, 3 in the A final, and 2 down, 2 in the B final after prelims, that could have just won the meet. Now prelims are exciting. Prelims aren't just kind of a liability that you have to swim through. You're swimming with purpose in prelims. And if you're like a Leon Marchand, then you can swim with less purpose, and that's an advantage. But if you're on the bubble of 16th, you have to kind of step on it in prelims and really kind of try to chase down a Leon or a Carson Foster, if we're talking about the 400 IM, and say, if I'm with that person, I have a shot at getting, into the 8th place spot for the A final and scoring points for my team. It's a team thing. Your teammates are cheering for you in prelims to make a spot, to get a spot, to secure a spot, because they want that team title. And on top of that, when you have the scoring be like 20, 17, 15, 14, 13 down to 11, and then 9, 7, 8, 6, or whatever. Oh, that was out of order, whatever. It's easy to contextualize what is happening in the meet. So if you have someone that can't watch on day 1 and day 2, and they come in on day 3, and you throw up a graphic that just has 550 first place, 430 second place, 310 third place. It's easy for someone that doesn't even understand the sport to just look at that and go, that team's winning, that team is performing better, that team is second, that team is third. And you start to get into the complexities of this when you start to think on the world stage, how would we score it? So if you go 5-3-1 for gold, silver, bronze, I don't think that really makes sense, because gold should be incentivized more than silver and bronze. If you go 7-4-1, it's not the same problem. If you go 7-3-1, it starts to make a little bit more sense. But I think you have to kind of apply a little bit of a depth thing here. So now I'm going to scroll down here on my laptop and pull up the scoring that I thought was a good idea. So this is just a random idea that I thought, and I'll kind of walk you through why I think it's a good idea. And then after this, please go down to the comment section and tell me what you think would be the best way to score these meets, because let's talk about it. Let's put some ideas out there. Let's get the ball rolling, because I think we're in a bad spot. I think we're in a spot where the ultimate goal, the team prize, the team trophy doesn't exist really. It's there, it's physical, but for us, we have no idea what it is. We have no idea what it means. So my scoring idea, Ready? First place, 10 points. Second place, 7. Third, 5. Fourth, 4. Fifth, 3. Sixth, 2. Seventh, 1. And eighth place, 0. So in this, you have first place incentivized by getting 3 points higher than second. Second place is incentivized by getting 2 points higher than third. And then you just kind of count down and you get single point incentivification, if that's a thing, all the way down until you get eighth. You get eighth place, which means if you just swam a 1500, if you just swam the mile or 1650 and got out touched for eighth, it's kind of like you never swam the race at all. All in all, I just think the scoring system right now for international meets is broken. I think it's broken. If we go by gold medal count only, if a team gets 4 gold medals and doesn't get a single medal other than that, and a team gets 3 gold medals, 15 silver, and 17 bronze, I don't think that first place team should go to the team that had only 4 gold medals. Because when you think about it, if you're talking about a country, if you're representing France, if you're representing the US, we'll use that example. If Léon Marchand wins 4 events by himself and the US picks up 30 medals, but 3 of them were gold, does that mean France, or Léon Marchand in this case, should beat the US? I don't think so. And the inverse of that, if you have a country that wins, 40 bronze medals and you have a country that wins 39 silver medals, should the country that got 40 bronze beat the country that got 38 silver? And should the country that got 38 silver, these are huge numbers, beat the country that got 30 gold? So that kind of step up situation on bronze, silver, and gold doesn't make sense either. So that's where I think we need to go into a point system. And what happens when you implement a point system is we get kind of this extra contextualization and double storyline that's developing. Right now we have world records, gold medals, winners, losers, someone almost breaking a world record. Oh, that would have been so cool. But we don't have the storyline of who's winning, what team is winning, what does this team need to do here, what matters here, for this team to rise in the ranks. Can they still potentially beat this team? Does it come down to the last relay? For a moment, imagine, and I'm going to leave you this before you go down into the comment section and comment your thoughts and like the video on the way down there. Imagine if the Olympics was scored like an NCAA meet and the entire meet came down to the final relay. The Olympic trophy, aquatic trophy, whatever, comes down to the final relay, and it's a head-to-head matchup of some kind, or people are watching these two teams go back and forth, not only for the gold medal in the event, but for the gold medal overall. I think that would be probably the most electric, most viral moment in swimming history. So thanks for listening. I didn't really write this one out. I just kind of wanted to talk fresh off of what was on my head. So I kind of went pretty long. Hopefully I chopped it down to something reasonable and I didn't lose your interest. Go down and comment your thoughts in the comments section. I'll be down there commenting with all you guys because I'm really interested in what you guys think. And hopefully I can provide some of my insight as well into this situation. Like the video. Subscribe if you want more videos like this to pop up on your homepage, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.